Heyo, it's Amy and I'm a oh crap, are you okay? Psych! We're in New York! Change is good. We have indeed moved to New York City! Woohoo! If you're scared about moving, starting college, or really any change, this one's for you because I'm nervous too. So let's catch up. You'll learn about my crazy life changes, how I'm trying to grow, and 3 reasons why change is good for us. And am I still at my old job? You'll have to see at the end. Oh. Before the move, we lived in SoCal and I worked as a management consultant. While living in California, we visited New York City a few times and we loved it. So when my fiance got into business school in New York, we were ecstatic. He actually proposed while we were in China, which was so cute, and you can see how it happened here. The months leading up to the move were insane. The rent is super high here while the floor space is low, so we had to downsize our apartment belongings a lot. I tend to get really nostalgic, like abnormally so. So I hang on to everything. My parents literally used this wrapping paper since our first Christmas. And in that way, I'm pretty resistant to change. And even when I do get put into a different situation, I want to hold on to the past. We both had a lot of our old schoolwork, furniture, and even a huge car with lots of memories to get rid of. Because you don't need a car in New York, and if you do, it's very expensive. Change forces you to change, and often that means to grow. I like how this transition was an opportunity to force myself to declutter my life, and as painful as it was, to discard some of my past to make room for the future, which was really exciting. There's this quote from Beef, which I really like. You should watch that, by the way. Time speeds up as you get older because when you're a year old, that year is 100% of your perception of time. But as you get older, that year is a smaller fraction of the time you've experienced. Gotta live in the moment to make the most of the time we have now, to live a fuller life. There's so many things in the world, always a new chapter, always new experiences. Getting rid of some of my past, then when I try to make the most of the present, I'm more able to because there's less baggage that I have to keep track of. The moments I live now, I'm trying to maximize the fraction of time from my whole life instead of holding on to every other thing from the past that shrinks my present. Let me know if that makes sense. The move was another big milestone as I become a real adult. It was my first big move, let alone literally coast to coast. Even though we spent months getting ready, the night before was a huge struggle. It was like we procrastinated. We felt like we put in a lot of effort, but the last night we literally packed for almost 12 hours straight. I've only peed once since we started packing at like 6:30 p.m. the previous day. Ta-da. It's gonna be so empty tomorrow. Crazy. Today. Like what? 5:10 a.m. Going to bed now. Ooh, oily hair. Yeah, we were kind of losing it by the end, but at least now we know not to do that in the next move. We'll see. We slept how much, John?
2.5 hours.
Woo! We have 23 boxes total with some furnitures we're bringing, some we're selling because it's IKEA. Now into the closet. Bedroom. Mattress we're bringing. Then Roadway Moving came to take all of our belongings. If you don't know what Roadway Moving is, they're a really awesome moving company. I like that logo because how it has a heart. That really represents how they treated our stuff. It was really scary as a first time moving, like how we were gonna transport all of our stuff. Oh no, we forgot these clothes. Oh, just kidding. Roadway actually provides 3 wardrobes where we can directly put these hanging clothes into them. So that's why these are still out here. Roadway made it really easy. They literally just put them into the wardrobes, and that saved us from folding like 70 something pieces of clothing.
They're really good. They were super thorough. Cardboard on the edge of the tables.
Sean's moved before. He's never seen that before.
Yeah, that's really good. With all the blankets and then the plastic wraps. Such a good job. Super careful with everything.
You can tell they're very
seasoned pros. They're legit. They're
very
super
precise. Yeah. And very nice too. I think that's the beauty of getting recommendations from friends, because I actually got got this recommendation from my friend Christina, and that's just the way to do it as adults, guys. You can't read every review on Google and know what's up. After Roadway took all our things, well, you think we're done. No, there's actually a lot of work to be done because there were things that we kept in a giant pile that we were going to sell. Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. I really like those platforms and how you're able to actually give things for free too, because my things are my babies. I want them to have a good home and to know that they're still having good use out of them. We sold my giant green corduroy chair that I've had since childhood. I played the Wii. Crammed in that We Fit Plus marathon before we sold that too. The end of an era, I'm no longer a kid. It's just the closing of a chapter when you get rid of parts of your life because they feel like part of you. Bye, Wii. I just had to tell myself I'm always changing to make the most of my adult and 20s. I have to really embrace the part and time in life that I'm in. And yeah, apparently we didn't learn our lesson because the day of our flight, we were scrambling again.
4:43. It's a mess. I don't know if we're gonna make it, but we have to make it.
We couldn't sell our table and desk, so we just put them out for people to take for free. Why is it that we're never over-prepared or early? And finally, we said goodbye to our old apartment. We took our red-eye flight and then boom! 6 a.m. ET, we were in New York City. It's crazy because even after getting rid of things, packing, Roadway coming, it doesn't feel real. Like, it still doesn't feel real to me that we're living in New York City now. Part of what makes me nervous is that new kid in town feeling. I'm gonna go out and socialize now, make new friends. It's also very exhilarating in a way because that's why I was so happy about going to an out-of-state college and having those new experiences. I'm excited to be challenged. That's New York.
Add some flavors to it.
Week 1, we're already trying to make the most of our surroundings. Every time I step outside, I'm just so happy. Walking by the Riverside Park, there's a really nice gym downstairs and it's just... You know I like my workouts. I'm so happy to be immersed in the energy of the city, to walk everywhere because I hate driving, and I love meeting up with people.
Just went to my first social event in New York City and it was so freaking fun. I met so many amazing people. The conversations just gave me so much energy.
And I feel like I was really missing that in SoCal because it was so spread out, not to mention in LA especially, you have to account for traffic. That just really increased that resistance to socialize or do anything, just like Best Dress says. That brings me to my second point because change enhances your lifestyle. If you avoid change, you might repeat the same habits or patterns of life day after day without considering what could be better. When you actively embrace or even seek change, you're thinking about how your lifestyle could be enhanced in some way. We only have one life and everyone has different preferences for how they spend that life. But for me, I think it's just to take in as many different experiences as possible to find, where's a place that really suits me and where I can flourish.
We have not been eating enough calories since moving here. No furniture yet. This whole thing still feels so unreal. I feel like we are on vacation and this is a hotel room, so I'm still trying not to unpack too much. I'm like, oh, we have to leave in a week, but no.
We literally just moved across the country and I need to keep telling myself that because I just don't believe it yet. The first week or so, we slept on an air mattress, ate on the floor. It's a vibe though. It made me really happy for some reason, living so adventurous. But there's also this pressure inside me to have this incredible experience because I'm in one of the best cities in the world and to make the most of everything that I hoped moving here would be. But I'm trying to tell myself to just live, to go with the flow, put effort into my pursuits, but also keep my eyes open and enjoy New York City. Change is motivating. The move is an opportunity for me to change other parts of my life as well. I feel like now that I'm in New York City, I'm going to embrace being more creative and entrepreneurial, which are sides of me that I think are just kind of screaming to get out sometimes. New place, new me. For you, when you think about change, it's also a chance to link one change to another. So if you're used to being messy in your old apartment, well, now I have a chance to start from scratch where I'm being more purposeful about where we place everything, being deliberate about how we set up our apartment, which is our living space. So I think it's really important to try and optimize that, which I didn't really prioritize before.
We've gotten so many deliveries and packages since getting here, spending so much money, the immigrant kid inside me is crying or cheering. Could be both.
Now I'm thinking, maybe I can be a plant person, since I've always actually liked the aesthetic, but I never associated it with myself in California before. Last week, we got our furniture. Woo! Roadway was just as awesome with the delivery as they were with pickup, and shout out to Richard, who was so friendly. They unwrapped everything for us and put the furniture and other big things exactly where we wanted them to be. And that's when it started to feel real. This is our home now. And I'm super excited for this next chapter. How many times have I said excited? And I'm excited for you lovely peeps to join this journey with me.
I can't believe we're in New York City!
About how I'm making that bread to pay for that thick New York City rent. Well, from my old vlogs, you could probably tell that I was not super content with my old job. I was gonna have... So, drum please. I quit! Comment Dragon Tree if you'd like to see a whole video where I talk about why I quit, what I'm doing next, etc. That whole daunting experience of quitting your first job. Hope I motivated you to make some positive change today. As always, I love chatting with you all in the comments, so let me know what change you'd like to make. And as inspiration for what changes you'd like to make, check out this video to see ways you can level up your life today. Peace. We have indeed moved to New York City. Okay. Lovely peaks. Yeah.